Welcome back to Dirt Masters, the Global Operator Challenge podcast. This is our third episode, Jason. We have had so much fun.
Oh, it's been a blast.
Getting to talk to these operators. We're getting ready for the North America Finals, which will take place the week of September 22nd in North Carolina.
Getting close, coming down to the wire.
Yeah, and, you know, I don't think I've qualified yet.
You've done well. You've done well.
I appreciate you saying that.
You've held your own, Jeff. You've held your own. That's all anybody can ask.
Ready? Yeah, I'm ready whenever. Sorry.
Don't move down, don't.
I think I better stick with this career path, maybe. Especially when we've talked to some operators and just their skill level and what we've seen, right? It's impressive.
It is definitely impressive. It is truly a skill set, and that's the reason we started the Global Operator Challenge is to highlight the operators, their skills, the talents, the passion that they have, you know, so
it comes through in spades.
Obviously, to help recruit, you know, train, retain operators and really highlight from the next generation that being a heavy equipment operator is an awesome career. You can do cool things. You can, you know, drive by a golf course or a building or drive on a highway with your family and say, you know, I built this.
And you've heard that some of our operators have built some pretty cool things.
Yeah, I mean, some are building movie sets that are going to last forever. I mean, it's incredible.
They're not just digging holes every day. I was hoping they could help us get out of this one, but
we'll be out of this one pretty soon.
No, this is fun being in the dirt. There's never a bad day when you're in the dirt, I don't think.
Nah, nothing better than work boots and the smell of diesel, in my opinion. And I mean, I'm happy for all the operators as we look at regionals. It's just impressive to see these guys and gals and the operators that, you know, that's my target. I want to get on that global stage. I want to win this.
They want to win.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it is a competition. And there's a lot of camaraderie that comes with it too, which is so awesome. There's an awesome blend that you see with these operators. They want to win, but they also just love talking shop.
Oh yeah,
with a couple of other, you know, all-stars. I keep calling them all-stars because this is really an all-star game.
They are the best of the best,
and it is.
They are. To make it to the regional point, you know, you've had to be tested at the dealer on 3, 4, 5 different challenges, different machine platforms, different technologies. As we heard from some of the operators and we've seen in the past, you know, they're not all experienced in everything that they're going to be running, but that's part of what we want to highlight is that they can rely on their skills and their experience and their background and take what they know on a wheel loader and apply it to a skid steer or an excavator or an articulated truck, and to really highlight their individual skills, that it's kind of independent of the machine. It comes down to the skills and the talents that they acquire over, as we've heard, years and years of seat time.
Yeah, you know, Jason, the question I think that people keep asking us when we talk about this is, what are we going to face in North Carolina? What kind of challenges have you set up? I know you and your team, this is our third round with this.
And, it is, yeah.
And I'm sure they're setting up some challenges that are going to test them, but they're going to be fun.
Yeah, we got the team together when we started to craft the challenges or the skills tests for regionals. And one of my teammates said it right away. You know, he's like, hey, Jason, this is the third time. You know, we really got to ratchet it up. We're going to have operators that competed in 1 and competed in 2 that are coming back. And, you know, there's a lot of pressure on us to still make it worthy and stayed to our core of we want our challenges to represent what the operators do on a daily basis on their job sites, whether it's digging a trench or moving material. We want them to represent that. We stayed true to that core. But we felt we really had to up our game. So you'll see additional props. You'll see things that we've borrowed from local contractors, kind of add some realism to the individual challenges and job sites. And I'm just extremely proud of what the challenge teams have built, and I'm really excited to see the operators compete on them.
Well, if you haven't joined us for one of our other podcasts, we have so much fun during these episodes. We're going to give you some tips for operators, but we're going to you get to watch me try out some of this fantastic skills that others do, and they're like, yeah, probably not heavy equipment operation.
I thought the cake and the burger was good, Jeff. I didn't have a problem eating either one.
You must have an iron stomach then, no. But and we're also going to get to talk to our finalists who are coming to North Carolina, and really hearing from them is a lot of fun, and you get the sense of the excitement, and then their backstories are so interesting, amazing. And to how they even got to this point in their career, as well as even just get into the competition. So stay with us. We're going to have a lot of fun in this episode.
I'm looking forward to it.
We're in a next-gen medium wheel loader. I'm going to show you really quick how to set your kickouts. You can set your boom height kickout, your return to carry kickout, and your bucket kickout with these two buttons here. And the way you do that is you raise your boom to where you want. Say I want my boom to automatically stop at this same level all the time. I press and hold that button. I got a beep. And I also got on this screen that said implement kickout set. So now every time I put my boom height into D10, as it starts to raise, it'll automatically stop at that predefined location. Same thing if I lower the boom and don't want it to go any lower than where it is right now. I press and hold. I got the audible alarm, and it said that my lower kickout was set. So now when I go to boom down D10, the boom will lower to that predefined spot. So the last thing I want to show you is this icon over here. You'll see it's a bucket with a couple different arrows. That is what we call return to dig kickout. So I get my bucket angle where I want. Say right there, I'm going to press and hold this button. You'll get a beep, and on your monitor up above, it'll also say that it is preset implement kickout set. So now every time I knock my bucket into D10, it'll automatically come back to that same angle for me, making it faster and easier to get on with my job.
Jeff, what's up next, man?
We've been talking a lot about it. I think people want to see this. If you haven't seen the Global Operator Challenge before, this is an opportunity to see what's happening at our local dealer events. That's the first step of our 3 steps to become the Global Operator Challenge champion, is you got to win your dealer event first. Then you go to regionals, and if you can win there, you're on to the finals at Con Expo in Las Vegas. So let's hear from one of those operators who are just trying to get by that first stage.
On a day-to-day basis, I run an excavator digging in pipe anywhere from 5 foot deep to up to 42 feet. The first time I ever got on a piece of machinery, I was probably 12 years old. All my buddies growing up were farmers, and we were always playing on skid steers and backhoes. And I seen an application, I went and applied, and I got accepted that first year. What I like most about what I do is the joy of running heavy equipment and playing in the dirt. Any day I wasn't working, I was always out there training. Being a heavy equipment operator, it's a great accomplishment because the stuff you do is permanent and will be there for everybody to see for years to come. I enjoy running Caterpillar equipment because they're the toughest and take the extreme abuse they see day to day. They just live up to their name. I'm here to compete to see how I stack up against the best operators in the world. Today, I just prepared, just doing what I do every day of my life, get in the seat and run it. The advice I would give to a young boy or girl wanting to get into the heavy equipment operation, it would be to get familiar with hydraulic systems and how they work. Once you figure out how hydraulics work, operating becomes a lot easier. I want my legacy to be, when there's a challenging and tough situation, let's call the best. Let's get a Richardson in here to get this job done.
Let's chat with some of our winners from the local competitions that are heading off to North Carolina. Now joining us on the line is Joey Longley. Joey?
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, Joey, it's Jason Hurdis from Caterpillar. I'm joined by Jeff Muniz.
Hey, Joey, how are you? This is Jeff.
Not too bad. And yourself?
Doing really well, man. We're getting to hang out in the dirt today.
Where are you at today, Joey? What are you up to?
I'm in Bedford, Nova Scotia, and just kind of wrapping up my day. Tore down some temporary water piping and plugged some test ports and backfilled those, and just kind of getting ready for the weekend now.
Heck yeah, you got big plans for the weekend? You doing anything cool and exciting?
Nothing too crazy. My company, Dexter Construction, they put on an annual kids party once a year, so that's tomorrow. I'll take the kids up to that. There's some bouncy houses and a barbecue and all that kind of stuff, so take a little advantage of that.
Oh, nice. You going to let them run some machines while the kids are up there too? You know, a little tracting to the industry type thing? Or
Maybe get a few more years on them first. But yeah, that's the plan. If they get the simulators up there, I might stick them in one of those for a bit.
Oh, heck yeah. There you go. You go.
Maybe I should just stick with the simulators. What do you think, Jason?
Jeff, you've done all right on the competitions we've had. You've held your own. So, Joey, you competed with Tormont, one of our dealers up in Canada. Tell us about the competitions and how the event went for you with your skill set and working through Tormont.
Well, it went pretty good, and it was a great time. I didn't really know what to expect showing up in the morning. I had gone to one previously 3 years ago. I was kind of thrown into the mix at the last minute, and that one was up in Moncton, New Brunswick, I'm pretty sure. And it was the same, but it was fun the first time I went, but it was a lot better this time. I was a little more mentally prepared and kind of a little discouraged at first, because when they give out the list of who was going to go first, I was at the start, so everyone kind of got to watch me to kind of plan out how they were going to make their attempts. But once I saw the challenges and saw what equipment we were going to use, I got pretty comfortable pretty quick. It was a really good time. It was a good day.
Good. And what was your favorite challenge, or what was your favorite competition and machine platform that you got to run up there?
I'm going to say I'm not much for the 1.7 ton minis, but I'm going to say the Master the Mini Challenge was probably my favorite. The being intricate and going through a little obstacle course with it and picking the balls up, that kind of stuff is what kind of intrigued me the most. I enjoyed all of it, and I like the loader challenge, but I think the Mini was definitely my favorite.
Well, that's good. That's one of the things that we want to do in the Operator Challenge is highlight the skills and the talent, and as well as the adaptability and the ability of an operator to kind of, hey, take a deep breath, control my nerves. I do this every day. I'm really good at this. Let me show you how good I am.
Yes, 100%.
So you mentioned this was your second time. What made you decide to compete the second time in the Global Operator Challenge?
Well, a funny story is that I had actually declined originally. Once I found out,
I'm hurt.
No, not like that. It's something I wanted to do, but apparently my company Dexter had previous notification, and someone was supposed to let me know a week or two ahead of time that they were interested in me competing again. But when it actually fell down the chain, I only had about 2 days notice when I knew the competition was going on. So initially when one of my own supervisors had asked me, and I said, well, I really want to go, but with the way my job works, I had a bunch of appointments and stuff booked for work. So I said, I don't really think I have the time. It's not that I didn't want to go. I just said, I don't think I can do it this year. So that went off with my supervisor. He was probably happy to hear that I was going to keep working. But once it kind of climbed back up the chain a little bit, it got to one of our equipment supervisors, and he had called me a few hours later and started talking about it. And his name's Adam Smith. And Adam said, before you continue, I had told Bill, who was my supervisor, that I don't think I can make it. And he didn't really take that seriously. He just said, oh, well, anyways, tomorrow it's going to start at this time and we expect to see you there. So anyway, it didn't take much convincing, but he rerouted me and got me headed in the right direction anyway. So, and I was excited to take part. I always wanted to, but he kind of sealed the deal for me. So I was glad I had the opportunity to go.
Wow. Good choice.
Yeah. Good for Adam. And you won it too. So that should have made his decision even easier. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. And the other kind of little hitch in is that I'm not a full-time operator anymore. I haven't been for about 5 or 6 years.
Okay. So You're more in the management side now, or?
No, I just moved up to I was a foreman. They kind of bumped me up to a foreman, and I ran a pipe crew for about 5 years, and then kind of stepped back a little bit. I'm more of like a pipe testing and kind of environment now, but I still get in equipment as often as I can, and I do plan. This job I took now was just a little more flexible because I have 2 young toddlers at home, so it's a little more flexible to run a schedule with my wife on daycares and stuff.
Sure.
When I was in the machine, it was just more of a 7 to 6. You can't really get out and do stuff unless you're seriously inconveniencing your crew. So once my kids get a little bit older, make no mistake, I'll be back in the machine full time. And if anyone asked me today, I'd say I never should have got out of one in the first place. It's still like that. It's always has been.
Well, I think you've kind of proven that your skill set is definitely not perishable by winning the tournament.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's good to hear. And that was one of the exciting things to see. That's enough that I still had it anyways.
What are you thinking about as you progress to the America's North Regionals in September in Clayton?
I'm probably more confident than ever, and I'm just excited to show up and show everyone what I'm capable of. I was never a cocky or a gloating type, but I've been in a lot of places with a lot of different machines and a lot of situations, and I've never attempted anything I never completed. So I'm feeling really good about it, and primarily when I did run excavator full time, because I did sit an excavator for upwards of 12 years straight. And closer to the end too, I spent the majority of my time digging on the streets, so sitting on asphalt, swinging underneath wires, working in traffic. And it always encouraged me, and I always wanted more. And people watching, the bigger the audience, the better. It only ever made me more confident in my ability. So it's kind of I'm excited for this scenario. I think it's going to be a really good time, and I'm really feeling good. I want to show people what we're like here in Nova Scotia. Show them how we run equipment.
Well, we're excited to have you. I took some notes, and I'm going to have to add, like some pressure testing and some pipe fitting to one of the challenges to make you feel at home.
Joey, we've had some success from Canada. Did you know our first Global Operator Challenge winner was from Canada?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. Josh, he was with Finning, and he won the very first one, and Patrick Downey, our second winner, of course, he took the flag in the championship to Australia. So there's a lot of people looking for it to come back to North America for the round 3, I think.
Well, that's good. I hope I can make some people proud then.
There you go.
Well, I'm sure by being one of 36, brother, you've already made everybody proud. So
yeah, no, I've got lots of pats on the back from the company and my colleagues. So it's been quite a ride so far. I can't wait for the next step. That's all.
Yeah, and who's coming down to North Carolina with you? Is Adam gonna weasel his way in, seeing how he made you do it, or are you bringing family and friends, or how's that gonna work out?
No, I'm gonna stick with family. My wife was at the top of the list, but having the 2 young kids, the logistics of it weren't really gonna come together. So I ended up bringing my sister. She was my second choice. She's gonna come along with me.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
I look forward to seeing both of you and meeting your sister this time in North Carolina. So that'll be awesome.
Yeah. No, I will be. She's excited to go as well. She's not much of a heavy equipment enthusiast, but I told her she better start doing her research. So.
Hey, as long as she's there clapping and cheering for you, you just tell her to leave the rest to you. You got the rest of it. You mentioned, Joey, you recently kind of changed your day job, but I'm kind of curious, what drew you into the heavy equipment operator experience, or to start that as a career? What was, do you just kind of woke up one day and said, hey, I'm going to go run machines, or what got you involved in operating equipment?
Well, I grew up on a farm. In the Indianapolis Valley, which is part of Nova Scotia here. And so we had a small amount of equipment, just farm tractors and stuff. But I remember at a very young age, my father had hired a company to come in and put tile drainage into our fields.
Sure.
And so somebody floated in, it was a 25 or 30 ton excavator, or whatever it was at the time. And I think I sat there on the same stump for about 3 days and just watched this excavator digging this trench with a big V bucket on it. And I think from that moment on, I think it was just nothing but heavy equipment, every chance I could get. And I even going through high school and growing up, I knew it's what I wanted to do. And I took it the first stab at it I could get, and I never looked back.
Well, that's an awesome story. Congratulations on that. I have one last question for you, and then you can get on with planning for your bouncy house event the rest of the weekend.
That sounds good.
The theme for the Global Operator Challenge this year is Forge Your Legacy. When you think about legacy, what comes to your mind, Joey, and what do you want your legacy to be?
Just another one. I guess I just keep it simple, because I know especially when I started running heavy equipment and I was learning the ins and outs and getting more comfortable, you'd always be around other crews and other workers, and they'd always talk about this operator or that operator. This guy was really good, or nobody could load a truck like this guy. I've never seen anyone with the wires like this operator. And I guess that was all I wanted. Is I wanted my name to be that guy. I wanted everyone in the future or whoever down the road say, hey, you remember that Joey Longley? Man, he could dig a trench, or God, you could put him under any set of wires and it wouldn't even phase him. So that's the legacy I'm looking for. I just want to be a good memory. That's all, especially for future operators. So something to strive for. That's pretty much the gist of it.
Well, that is an awesome legacy, and by coming back to Clayton, North Carolina again, competing in the North American regionals, I hope you make it to global, and I hope that becomes part of your legacy.
Well, thank you very much. No, it's a step I never thought I'd get to take, and I appreciate the opportunity. I really do.
Well, congratulations, Joey. We look forward to seeing you in North Carolina the week of September 22nd. This is going to be a fun week, a memorable week for you, for your family that's coming with you, and just keep having fun operating. Just have that childhood dream in your mind, right? I mean, that's what's so cool, right? It gets back to basics and what you love doing, and that comes through. All the operators, they just love what they do, and that's how they get here. It's not just because this is something I have to do it, right? No, they have a love for wanting to operate, and that comes through from you too. So
exactly. No, you got to have that passion, and there's no question to that. I've never been so happy to sit in the seat of a machine.
We wish you all the best, and can't wait to see you out in North Carolina.
Awesome. Thanks again. Well, I look forward to seeing you guys too.
Well, Jeff, we're at the point in our podcast where we've talked to different operators. We've talked about the operator challenge.
You sure that you have clearance for me to get back in the cab again?
Yeah, I do. Okay. I got one more challenge for you, Jeff. I'm going to put you in the cab again. We're going to have you work through this one. You have the experience of the prior two.
Yeah.
So I think,
and I've watched a lot of the Global Operator Challenge. I'm a great member of the crowd.
I think you're going to do even better on this particular challenge. Let's go.
All right, let's have some fun.
All right, Jeff. You did okay on the burger and the barbecue.
I don't think okay is good, but
the cake was awesome.
Hey.
The cake was awesome.
And it tasted good too.
So we're done eating. I have our third and final challenge set up for us.
All right.
And we're going to play bags.
I love bags.
I want you to take the backhoe, take the bag that I've already placed on the tooth, and simply put it in the hole. That's all you need to do.
3 points.
3 points to get it in the hole.
Let's see if I can beat you in bags.
You ready?
Let's go.
All right, let's go. I'll be in my lawn chair with my feet up once again, but I'll be on the radio if you need me.
Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for the help.
Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, now that you're swung around, the controls should be locked. Go ahead and try your best at putting that bag in the hole for us, Jeff.
Sounds good. How's this in the cheap seats?
I'm comfy out here, buddy. I don't know about you. I'm sure our cab's as comfortable or more comfortable than this chair.
What do you think, Jay, right there?
And a mess. Go ahead and swing over. I'll reload you. All right, Jeff, just swing nice and easy over to that hole this time. Nice and easy.
Sounds good. We'll give it another try. Remember, you get four throws, right, in bags?
Yeah, but you only get one shot at the operator challenge. Nice job, Jeffrey. Nice job.
Thanks, Jay. Appreciate the support.
3 points. That's 3 points. Go ahead and swing her back. What would you think of using the backhoe to play bags?
I love that. That's kind of a fun way. You know, sweating in there, there's air conditioning in the cab, and 3 points on the second throw, unfortunately. But hey.
Did you notice I switched the controls so it ran just like the excavator you came from?
I like that. That was nice. I didn't realize it was going to be that simple.
Again, ease of use. So an operator's coming from an excavator to a backhoe, we can switch the controls. It runs just like you were familiar with the grill and cutting the cake.
I like that. Anything that makes my life easier as a very novice operator, I'm all for.
That's what ease of use is all about. Good job, brother.
I appreciate the help. Thanks, Jason. Thanks again for joining us for another fun episode of Dirt Masters, the Global Operator Challenge podcast. Ooh, are we ready or what? I think the competitors, holy cow.
Coming down on the wire. I got my bag packed.
Oh,
I'm ready to go.
No, what about the hat? You taking the hat?
This is the hat, man. It's the hat. Of course I'm taking this hat.
I knew you would be taking that hat. And we're going to be joining you live down at the regional finals in North Carolina, just outside the Raleigh area there. Our competitors from across the U.S. and Canada, some of them who we've talked to here over previous episodes of our podcast, will be there as well. A lot of them bringing their families. They're going to have a crowd cheering them on. The festivities, it's just a fun environment, super competitive environment as well.
Absolutely.
But the camaraderie, you won't want to miss it. We're gonna be down there live, so please stay with us here in the Dirt Masters podcast because Global Operator Challenge, we're getting just to that second round, getting ready for the global finals that will take place at ConExpo in March 2026. Are you ready, Jason?
I am ready. Let's go.
All right, well, stick with us on our CAT Construction channels. We'll be bringing it to you live, and thanks for joining us again on the Dirt Masters podcast. You have a great day.